Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Michael Caniel. I'm the CEO of Learn, and this is my October video message to the community. Well, I'm just back from a beautiful walk in the woods and feeling good. And I wanted to maybe take a small departure from my usual CEO messages to talk about something that I think needs to be mentioned. A couple of years ago, at the beginning of the school year, we had our Learn get together, and I talked about the importance of humility and how if you're not humble, you're not going to really learn much. You have to accept and understand and appreciate the fact that you don't know everything. I know it's sometimes hard to admit, but we all have a lot to learn. This is a lesson that I learned during my doctoral studies. I really came to understand that education is a broad and vast field that the more you delve into one particular area, you maybe know a little bit about that, but there's still so much to know in that field itself, and then obviously within the entire educational domain. Now, I bring this up because I think there's a place for humility, but there's also a time when you've got to let people know that you've accomplished something, that you are who you are, that you're special in some way. And I'm not talking about myself here. I'm talking about Learn as an organization. Yesterday, I was told by someone that our projects that we're working on aren't new, even though we've been doing one in particular since 1999, and that we've been innovative in there. Forget all that. That doesn't count. There are new regulations that have come into play, and therefore it's a new project. Forget all that. Well, I have to say I was a little bit irked by this because it really brought to mind the fact that since we've been around in 2005 and earlier through our founding organizations, we've done a lot of amazing and innovative things, and they're just not recognized within our own province. In fact, read another article not long ago in a educational magazine that goes through the French community in particular, and they talked about formation à distance, which is, again, tells you a lot, and about some of the things that were going on, innovative projects, but there was no mention of Learn. And that, again, as I said, it irritates me. Why? Well, because we have accomplished things, and while you don't want to be boastful, on the other hand, if you fail to have people recognize what you've done, then you're overlooked in the process. You're not getting the support that you might need at the right time. And so I think back to all the different things that we have done. I'll start with our virtual campus. We had brought in specialists to help us work in social constructivist methodologies into our online classes. Within that, we had teachers who went on to do flipped classes, won international awards. We have others who continue to specialize in areas tied to mathematics and some of the applications that go in online applications there. Won awards and have been called on to speak, again, on the international level, on an international scale. The rest of Canada has been looking at Learn for years and saying, how do you guys do this and how do you do that? But in our own province, what we're doing is now called a projet pilote innovateur, as if, it never happened and that it's all new. It's a little frustrating. But that's Noy here who wants to get into the picture. But it goes beyond that. We also have other projects that we've been doing. Kindergarten robotics. We were doing that 12, 13 years ago. Kids coding, we've been doing that. We were doing kids coding summer camps, online classes for girls. We've just been innovators for years and years and years. But it's as if now, as people are starting to do these things, it's brand new. And that, who are you, Learn, to talk about these things? Well, we've been around and we've been doing it, and been doing it highly successfully. Then I look at our provincial resource team and the work that they're doing with the Community Learning Network and the CLCs. Innovation. Amazing things that are going on there, bringing the community into the schools and the schools into the community. And yet, when a research project is done by the Université de Montréal on community learning centers, well, we're not even mentioned. They don't even know that we exist. It's a little frustrating. It's a little disappointing. So my message to people is that, yes, be humble, be ready to learn and accept new things all the time, because there is so much to learn, and we have to stop and listen to other people. But my message to the Learn staff is get out there and let people know about the amazing things that you have done and that you continue to do year in, year out. I'm so proud of everything you're doing, and we need to make sure that people know we're not just behind the curve, we're ahead of the curve in many cases, leading the way and supporting our community in doing all this. So this is a slightly frustrated CEO saying, have a great month, enjoy the fall colors, part of the reason why I'm out here right now, and stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you soon.